Today we are talking about uterine cancer in women. The diagnosis of uterine cancer is done on the endometrial biopsy. That is the lining of the uterus, that is the endometrium, that has to be taken out for the evaluation or pathological examination. That can be done as an OPD procedure, that is endometrial biopsy, because for any cancer to establish, it's very important for us to diagnose this on histopathology. Stage of the cancer means the spread of the cancer outside the uterus. If the spread occurs into the cervix or the vagina or the nearby structures, it can also spread into the peritoneal cavity and sometimes even the lungs and the liver. So it is the extent of the spread of the uterine cancer which will determine whether it is the stage 3 or 4 disease. Most of the time, majority of the women, when they are diagnosed of uterine cancer, they usually have the disease which is limited to the uterus. That means they are in the early stage of the disease, stage 1 at the time of the presentation. Usually the uterine cancer is treated by surgery, as majority of them are presenting into the early stage of the disease. But even in cases of the advanced stage of the disease, the surgery plays a very, very important role. Of course, the extent of the surgery, this varies when the disease is in its early stage or it is in its advanced stage. But whenever we have the high risk factors, even in the early stage of the disease, the adjuvant treatment with that of the radiation therapy is given. And the type of the adjuvant treatment depends on the extent of the spread of the disease which has been encountered during this, after the final histopathology of the surgery. That means the stage of the disease. When it presents in its advanced stage of the disease, then of course we have to consider sometimes a chemotherapy as the primary treatment. After that, we have to combine it with that of the surgery and also the radiation therapy. Yes, because the type of the surgery which we do in uterine cancer, of course, it varies. It is not only to remove, the uterus. It is not the simple removal of the uterus. Here we have to surgically stage them up using the lymph node dissection. Of course, we decide the extent of the lymphadenectomy or the lymph node dissection based on the many histopathological risk factors. So there are usual side effects of the surgery. Means if suppose we are using the midline vertical incision or the open surgery, of course, there are wound related problems and later on there can be incision. These are all surgery related problems. But with that of the excision of the lymph nodes, there can be sometimes the lymphedema, means there is swelling in the legs, or there can be the lymphocyst formation which can occur very delayed. But usually there are not much side effects of the surgery otherwise. So in order to give the best quality of the life of the woman, actually we are now focusing on to the advancement of the surgical technique. And one of them is the minimal access robot assisted surgery, where we don't go for the long incision. With 8 millimeters, 4 incisions, we can do the surgery. And the woman is very much up and about, takes her breakfast the very next day of the surgery and is being discharged out of the hospital. So these are the advancements which are going on in order to focus on to the quality of life of these patients. But when we are adding radiation, so there can be the toxicity of the radiation or the side effects of the radiation. They have also been minimized because of the improvements in the technology of the radiation. And in these patients, we see that there is more of the leg edema. There can be proctitis, there can be cystitis, or there can be the delayed effects of the dryness of the vagina whenever the radiation is being used. Chemotherapy usually has got, you can say, the immediate effects, immediate side effects. Depends on the type of the chemotherapy chosen. And most common effect is the anemia and the reduction in the blood counts. That is, there can be bone marrow suppression. There can be sometimes the infections. but these are all treatable. These also drugs lead to the nausea. The patient can have the nausea, patient can have the vomiting, but these are all treatable side effects. When it is diagnosed in the young patients, yes. Because when the woman is young, I think I have treated a patient who is about, you can say the youngest is 20 years of age. So whenever the women are young and they have not yet, I mean to say, conceived, and they have developed uterine cancer, this becomes a challenge in front of us to offer her the fertility, because that is very important for that particular woman. Then these are the patients where we go for the fertility preserving treatment for the uterine cancer. But these patients require regular monitoring. It is really being responding to the hormonal treatment, whatever we are giving to the patient, and there is no progression of the disease. This is very, very important that they require comparatively more frequent monitoring, evaluation, and then of course they conceive. So with the proper selection, but this is possible in only specialized centers where we have the Department of Gynae Oncology.